Hi there, and welcome to Carrion Comfort Studios. My name is Wes. My pronouns are he, they. You can follow me on Twitter at ThirstTrapMoth. And this is an interview show where we interview people and talk about wild stuff. And speaking of talking about wild stuff, Derek, how's it going? Introduce yourself, everybody. To everybody.
I am the Derek. He, him is how you would pronoun me. I'm here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How's your week been, Derek?
It's been cool. Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
It continues.
Mm-hmm.
Working on some music. Got a show coming up on the 22nd, so been working on some stuff for that. If you come to that, get ready for some Carl Sagan shit and some Michio Kaku shit with some weird fucked up beats.
That sounds like all the things, not all the things, but it sounds like a lot of things that I like.
Oh yeah, and I watched Class Action Park.
Class Action Park, fuck yeah, great documentary. Action Park,
Yes.
rest of gone but not forgotten, forever in our hearts. Especially speaking of gone but not forgotten, forever in our hearts. Let's talk about our ads for today. The ads that we have for today are our sponsors for this show and all of our streams here in Carrion Comfort Studios. Are a lovely group of companies. We've got Callow starting off. Callow Energy, providing all of your gaming supplement needs, whether it comes from staying awake and energized using Callow Energy, all the way to Q Flex, where it helps with joint pain and muscle aches after your workout. Go ahead and check out Callow now. If you use code COMFORT at checkout, then you get 10% off of your order. Speaking of 10% off of your order, Dice Envy. For all of your Dice Envy needs, if you're ever looking to grab some dice to fill your coffers, then consider using our referral link that is in the chat and is in our About section to grab a very special set of dice from Dice Envy just for you or as a gift for others. Dice Envy provides high-quality handcrafted dice at a very reasonable price, but they don't just offer dice. They also provide dice trays, dice bags, and more. And guess what? If you use code COMFORT at checkout, guess how much you get off of your order, Derek?
I would say 10%.
10%, that is exactly right. 10%, you nailed it. Got it in one. Speaking of nailing it, 1985 Games. We are sponsored by 1985 Games. They are the creators of Dungeon Craft, an affordable way to upgrade campaigns from hand-drawn maps to stunning visual worlds. Unlike many terrain solutions on the market, the big one that, is really expensive, Dungeon Craft is priced to allow any gamer to upgrade their campaign with over 1,000 cutout pieces without having to spend the equivalent of a dragon's hoard. Use our link in the chat or in the About section and check them out for new battle mats, miniatures, and their new deck stories. Use code COMFORT at checkout for 10% off. And for the month of April, 1985 Games has a Kickstarter going on for their video cassette dice. This is the last set of VHS-themed sharp-edge resin dice you will ever need. They have offered us a special link that I'm dropping in the chat right now for their Kickstarter. If you go ahead and pledge through that, then you can go ahead and get your very own set of hand-poured, polished, and painted dice that is inspired by VHS classics of old. I myself have my own set that they sent me. I'm still kickstarting it because I want more, and they have different colors, and this is it. It comes in a box that is shaped like a VHS cassette.
Box.
Yeah, like a VHS box, and it holds into it like you got a little VHS tape.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pop one of them out. They are gorgeous. They have a gorgeous color. It reminds me of Ghostbusters. My camera's not gonna autofocus, so you're not gonna be able to see all the great details. I posted pictures on the Discord and on Twitter, but they are gorgeous. They roll really well. And they feel and look great. They're a great size. The numbers on them are very easy to read, especially with me, who's got an astigmatism. So yeah, go ahead and check out Video Cassette Dice at 1985 Games. You're helping us out, and you're helping them out. So yeah, I think I've talked enough about our sponsors, Derek. Are you ready to introduce our guest?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. I am very proud to present our very special guest. You may know her from such shows as Camp Half-Blood, Hades High School, and various other programs that you've seen over at Slady's ATL and across all the internet. She is the current and reigning world heavyweight champion of being the programming manager at Gehenna Gaming. You know her, you love her. Go ahead and give a nice little round of applause and a shout out for our special guest, April Raygun. April Raygun, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, everyone. It's me, April.
You got a little Italian there at the end.
I don't know what's happening. I can't be held responsible for the things that come out of my mouth after 9 p.m.
It's perfectly fine, perfectly fine. That is correct. It is 9 p.m. where you are. It is 8 p.m. where we are. But before we talk about where we are and where we could have been and everything like that, who are you and how did you get here?
I am April. I clicked a link. And I am here.
Okay, okay.
I don't know if that was the answer you wanted, but that was the answer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's you know, no. All answers to these questions are valid, April. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself without going into too much detail, like elevator pitch yourself to the chat here. Yeah.
Just that intro. Hi everyone, I'm April. You can find me everywhere as April Raygun, and I am the programming manager of Gehenna Gaming and the co-founder of Slady's ATL. And that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I do a lot of Ttrpg content, and I like games, and I'm kind of all over the place.
Perfect, perfect. Next important question: do you like my shirt, April?
It's all right. I'm not a huge fan of the color orange.
I see how it is. I see how it is. No, it's okay. We're starting this off exactly like that, aren't we?
Yes. It's us.
My arch nemesis, if you do not know, Derrick and everybody at home that's watching this or listening to this, my arch nemesis, the architect of my downfall, is April Raygun. If you ever see me end up dead or canceled or anything, it's probably going to be because of April, due to her machinations.
You cannot prove that, and I would like to direct you to my lawyer. They're in the chat.
Oh my good God, is your lawyer at D&D Jordan Lee?
Sure, yeah. They're
or is it Vin Vox? Is it Vin Vox?
Vin Vox.
Wait, do we both have lawyers that are in the Chthonic kids? I've got Rachel as my lawyer, and you've got Vin as your lawyer. Oh.
Yes.
That's gonna be a very sassy courtroom.
We know who's gonna win in that battle.
Nobody. It's gonna end
in mutual. Bully's gonna win that.
I was about to say it's gonna end in mutual assured destruction between the two of us. Amazing. Derrick, do you want to kick this nightmare factory off for us here with some questions?
Yeah. All right. So, what part of the multiverse do you hail from?
I can't answer that question.
Oh, okay. For more of an Earth description. Yeah.
All right. Where are you from?
Multiverse might be too.
I live in Atlanta. So asking me where I'm from is kind of a complicated question. See, I military brat, I grew up a lot of places, and I've lived in a lot of places. And so I'm currently in Atlanta.
Currently hailing from Atlanta, ATL, the Dirty South. Like to love y'all death, home of Dungeon Family and Outcast and Killer Mike. All fantastic music acts. Perfect. So you've moved around a lot, April. What's one of your favorite places that you've ever lived?
Mainz-Gestalt, Germany.
Wow. What was so great about there?
We were really close to the Rhine River, so I used to be able to walk up and down the river. There was always like food stalls in the area because it was a nice park.
Okay.
And I just liked Germany a lot. I was a kid there. It was fun.
No, I get it. I completely dig it. I've always wanted to go to Germany. Just on a whim, not even like, go to a discotheque in Berlin, get really high in a forest someplace, but who knows? Maybe not. Who knows? What about you, Derrick? How do you feel about the country of Germany?
Any strong opinions, one way or another? They have a very troubled past, but they're getting over that.
I just want to go to underground rave clubs. Situations.
They're fun.
Yeah. Sounds about right. I mean, that's Honestly, that's honestly the dream. Everybody's like, "Oh, there's so much rich history and art and architecture
No,
there and food." I'm
I
like,
want to get high and listen to
"Nah."
fucked up music.
Exactly, exactly. I'm trying to have my brain scrambled. Exactly.
So pretty much the same thing wherever you go. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
the state, the
Yeah.
country, the location. That's just the agenda.
That's just yeah.
Yep.
Always. I want to eat good food. What is it? Good food. See, I'm going to change it up a little bit. Killer Mike once said, "Good weed, good pussy, good conversation." That's the equation or something, or that's the combination. And I'm gonna add some good food on there too, and also some music that's gonna fuck your brain up. That's
It was already on there.
oh, good food. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, it's all gone bad. It's all gone bad. Eject. 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 Oh, well, speaking of it's all going bad, what would you say your favorite hobby is?
Cross stitching.
Cross stitching. Really? What do you like about cross stitching so much?
I like how you laugh about that, but you literally have a thing I cross stitched for you in your house.
It's literally right here. It's
you
right
laugh
up
at
here.
that
You
like
can't
that
see- it's
wasn't
off
a
camera,
known.
but you can
It's,
see
I
it
can see the top of it.
You can see the
I
top
don't know.
of it.
I like cross stitching. It steadies me, and
Mhm.
there's something about stabbing something a lot that's just kind of nice.
Do you find yourself frequently finding relaxation from stabbing something with thread attached to it multiple times?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
In fact, I made a collection of it for our cast for the Chthonic kids.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did. It was great. It was great. Mine says Mississippi on it. I think me and Rachel. So Rachel, if you don't know, Rachel was on last week, and I have plans to get all of the Chthonic kids on here at one point or another. I've got to just be able to tie down Vinvox VA and figure out when their schedule works.
He's so cool, and he's doing so many cool things.
So
like
many
I
cool
don't.
things. So many cool things. Yeah, no, we've got, it's also with print. Bully was easy, and like y'all were able to like work from there. I gave you a date and time, and you're like, yeah, totally. Bully was like, I was surprised that Bully was easy to lock down for a date. I've got to figure out a time that works for us and Vin, but also Prince. I think we're gonna have to pre-record Prince's.
Yeah, you got to pre-record anything of Prince.
Yeah, so Derek, if at any point I contact you and I'm like, hey, homie, you ready to record an interview at 3 p.m. on a Sunday or something like that? Like,
we have to record in 45 minutes or else we lose the time for the next 6 years.
Exactly. Very busy guy. Very busy.
I'm starting to expect like pre-recorded messages back from Prince. Just be like,
oh yeah,
he doesn't have time to talk to us anymore. He just like sends little videos.
Just call forward messaging. Yeah, just has set up conversations that's just like one-sided, just like being like, yeah, totally active listening, all that good stuff.
He knows us well enough to do that.
Maybe, potentially, we'll see. Go ahead and hit us with another question here, Derek.
All right, so just go ahead and get into the real shit, right? How did you get your start in playing TTRPGs online?
Online? So,
Yeah.
funny story. I did not really want to do TTRPGs that much online, but COVID. And so my friend Nikki, who is my partner and co-founder of Slady's ATL, wanted to start bringing, we used to do a lot of events in Atlanta with this other group that's no longer around. And we kind of missed that. And we wanted to do something where we wanted to start putting more charity events together because Slady's ATL started as an in-person charity event. Our games were like, we had a brunch, we would have a whole week where we would have female-focused or gender non-conforming focused games. And all the money would usually be donated to like Girls Who Code. And we wanted to bring that back in a fun way. And we got into streaming, and then it just kind of kept going.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was a big jumping off point for a lot of people doing streams online was COVID, just because you kind of had to put your whole life on the internet through a screen, much like this. So it's absolutely wild. How did you get your starts in TTRPGs in general? Because I feel like I see you everywhere on shows and stuff like that, guesting on different one-shots or doing different shows and everything like that. So how did you, like, I want to know the beginning journey, because we're kind of putting together the in-between here, but like, how did you get started in TTRPGs?
I hated TTRPGs as a child.
Oh my god.
I had a couple really bad experiences with some groups.
Okay.
And I thought it was the worst thing ever. D&D was horrible. I hated anyone who played it. Like, it was just like immediate, like, if you played it, I was not going to be your friend. Just some really bad experiences.
I'm gonna have to state just like a footnote here, not to interrupt you, April. I apologize. The views and opinions that are held by our guests on the show do not represent Carrion Comfort Studios as a whole. There you go.
I have conversations with you prove otherwise, but
she don't go here. She don't go here.
But then I moved to Atlanta, and I was working overnights, and I didn't really know a lot of people, and I found a D&D Ttrpg meetup online, and decided, what the hell, it's at an arcade-themed bar. If I go in there and it seems really horrible, there's pinball. And then I met Nikki, and Nikki decided that I was going to play Ttrpgs and be part of the community, and it was the greatest thing ever, because I learned that they were fun. I had some like other smaller things with other groups and smaller people. Like I did some Vampire the Masquerade with some other friends. And it was fine. Yeah. But it wasn't until I really met Nikki that I jumped full into it.
Was it like you meeting Nikki and everything? Because you have to like. I think it takes a lot to be able to meet somebody and jump into a hobby and then start a business. Whirlwind, like, was that a whirlwind, or did it happen very quickly, or was it like methodically panned?
It happened. COVID. We were gonna throw Slady's the second Slady's live person event was scheduled.
Yes. And
it was scheduled to happen literally like the month after COVID hit.
Yeah.
So we actually while the day before we filmed our commercial for it and really started planning, we had to like have a really long talk. Like, we need to start shutting some of this stuff down. And then we had to shut all of it down. Yeah. But we didn't want to like put all of that to waste, which is why we did the stream.
Yeah.
And then Nikki and I were like, what if we just keep doing this? And we did. So a lot of it was just shit. We should have put some thought into this. Oh, fuck. We're in month 2. Let's go. How do we do this? And we learned on the job.
I can definitely attest to that. That's how Carrion Comfort Studios kind of started, was out of me interacting with Ian and Gehenna Gaming and me doing something with him on stream, and then him being like, hey, you're really good at this. You should learn how to do it. Because I was already streaming like video games. And I had hit a plateau. And I was just like, yeah, let's jump into it. I'm literally on the internet right now. I was moving into a new apartment. My whole life was changing. So I want to add some stuff on top of it. Now, I definitely can see the benefits, but also like, what were like your feelings going into that?
This will never last.
Ooh. Yeah.
No one's gonna watch this. It's gonna fail horribly. What are we doing? Wow, we're not white men. Is anyone gonna care?
Oh, yeah.
Because we decided very early on that it was gonna be minority and gender non-specific focused, which kind of, we had a lot of friends who offered to help.
Yeah.
And those friends, we could not really accept their help at first because we're like, you are a white guy.
Yeah.
We love that you want to like guest, but we can't. This is a very specific thing that we want to do, and it's a group that we want to cater for.
Yeah.
And it's a space that we wanted to create.
Yeah. I appreciate that y'all held that line and that y'all really kind of pushed that forward, and it also incorporating gender nonconforming people as well into that, because there's a lot of like organizations out there that you'll see them, and they say that they're for a space for specifically women or for a specific group, but then you have nominations going out, and you've got 3 different men that are on these nominations for awards for them and things of that nature. So no, it's very admirable that y'all were like, no, we're making this for a specific like group of people to be able to feel comfortable and thrive and do things in, and we're gonna stick to that. That's pretty dope. I will say that's pretty dope. Speaking of dope, what makes Chicago better than Atlanta?
The pizza.
The pizza?
I'm a fan of Chicago pizza.
Okay, Chicago pizza. So you're a fan of lasagna, then?
Yes, also I'm a fan of lasagna.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why that's an insult. I don't know why you say I'm a fan of lasagna like it's an insult. I guarantee you, if someone put a plate of lasagna in front of your ass, you're gonna eat it.
I love lasagna. I actively love lasagna. I don't eat lasagna like pizza though.
Man, that's so fucked up, man. Chicago gonna stump your ass out.
I know.
I
That's
don't know
the
why you
one
decided
thing
you
I
didn't
can't
want
do.
any Carrion comfort in a whole city. Like
Yeah.
you took us there in Camp Half Blood to make us blow up the city.
Man.
Now you're just insulting. You just hate Chicago.
Hey,
Chicago
I
hates
spend a
me.
decent amount of time in Chicago.
Yeah.
I lived there for
That's
4 years.
Wes saying
I love
that.
city.
Chicago was great when I went until I met Malort, and then that's where that was a villain origin story. That was the
you
beginning.
let one
of it.
battle of Malort ruin you. Oh, honey, you weak.
Yeah. I know. I'm a goop. I'm a goop when it comes to alcohol that tastes like shoe leather.
You live in Chicago or work in the service industry of Chicago, you drink Malort.
Oh God, it's
just
true.
a thing that happens.
It's true.
You can't get around it.
That's exactly.
It's how you know you're accepted.
I tried to hold off because I have homies that live and work up there, and they kept trying to push it on me, and I was like, I'm not doing this, and they're like, you have to, like it's an experience, like you've eaten, you've gone to all these places, you've seen a show here, you went to go see like where Alkaline Trio played for the first time, so
that was your historic Chicago thing.
I love Alkaline Trio.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Don't judge me for this. Okay?
I said that's cool.
You can't. Okay, all right. It's fine.
I said that's
fine.
sweet.
It's fine. No, okay. No, but I dig it. I think it's always odd where people have preferences of where they live just based on regional stuff, because like I fucking love Atlanta, but also I hate Atlanta, and that's kind of how I feel about most.
I live
cities.
here and I love and hate it.
Yeah. I feel like that's how I feel. Most people should feel that way about cities, except for New York City. People should absolutely hate New York City.
Never been there, have no opinions.
Oof. That's oof. We have to, when you finally get opinions, we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. Speaking of opinions and bad transitions, what's some content that you want to get into creating this year? What's something that you really want to make you yourself, not even content, but like projects? Like what's a dream project you wanna make or like do?
I am kind of in a very lucky situation where I have some really amazing creative people around me, and a lot of the dream projects that I thought were dream projects are kind of in works right now. So some of them I can't even really talk about. Some of them are involving you, and so like. I would love to say more, but you're just gonna have to follow us to find out, because at least 3 of them are coming out this year.
Indeed. Make sure to follow at April Raygun on Twitter for more updates of all the great stuff that she does. One specifically, one that hasn't been brought up. Then one that's been sitting on your shelf that you're like, I want to do this.
I have this ridiculous idea.
Okay.
That I want to run a game where everyone plays multiple people in a suit. Like multiple kobolds in a trench coat. Where like 3 players have to play the one kobold in a trench coat. And I don't know why I want that so bad.
I like this idea, actually. Like I already see
so there's this game.
The wheels are spinning.
That's like everyone's John, where
everyone is John. Yep.
Some of the rules are a little kind of problematic, but we did a version of it like where everyone's Batman, where it was a lot of fun, where we were all just different versions of Batman. And I don't know. I want everyone to be the same person, but have their own full sentience, but still have to. It's Voltron idea. I don't know.
Yeah. I do like the idea of it being Voltron, but it's low.
But it's kobolds in a trench coat, so it's not like a mech.
It's not a mech. It's just kobolds in a trench coat. One's gonna work the arm. No, that's a really great idea. I like that. I like that a lot.
Like a little 1-pager.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I should write that.
I might fund that. Do it. I might fund that.
Anyone else who writes that, I'll kickstart it. I'll give you $5.
I'll give you $5. I'll buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1. While I'm thinking of how to monetize my friends' dreams and projects, Derek, go ahead and take us away with another question here, bud.
All right. So, Boy Meets World, Full House. Which one's better?
Boy Meets World.
Ooh.
So I
why?
didn't have a lot of siblings.
Okay.
So Full House, and like since we moved around a lot, I wasn't around a lot of family.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
the extended giant family to me didn't really make sense. So Boy
Yeah.
Meets World, where it's just like the small family and like the friendships
Yeah.
Mhm.
related more to me than like an actual giant extended family.
Yeah. Yeah.
No hate to either. It's just
No hate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I guess Boy Meets World would be. I mean, that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite sitcoms of all time.
Yeah.
Is
For me, it's the more entertaining show.
it's not,
Yeah,
yeah, it's more
totally.
fun. I thought it dealt with better issues. And
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
time I was of the age, I understood it better.
I-
Whereas I think a lot of the deeper issues of Full House I didn't understand as a child.
yeah.
Mhm.
It wasn't. It also it did a better job of being easily relatable because of Sean Hunter, the character of Sean Hunter. Like I
Yeah.
very much had like a similar upbringing and things of that nature.
Sean
That
was
I was
the
like,
best friend, right?
yeah, Sean's the best friend. Ryder Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was my favorite
Yeah.
because we were the weirdos, the rebels, the ones not like the other girls.
Exactly. Oof. Who joined a cult? You remember when Sean Hunter joined a cult in Boy Meets World? Because I remember when
Vaguely.
Sean
Didn't they
Hunter-
have to get him out of it?
Yeah, because Mr. Turner got into a motorcycle accident, and so they took Sean to the hospital, and he was like distraught. And then like they were talking to him about the cult and being like, "You want to join this cult, but the one person that cared about you all this time, other than your friends, is right." It was fucking wild. We could talk about. I love Boy Meets World so much.
I have not watched it in a long time.
Derek, what was your favorite sitcom growing up?
It was either Living Single or probably Martin. It was between Living Single and Martin.
Martin. Oh God, I used in college. Me and my roommate Kendrick used to watch Martin all the time. It was always was always playing on BET, so it was just all the time. It was
Yeah.
going from Martin to the Marlon Wayans show.
Yeah.
All that, yeah. It was just
Wayans
repeating
Brothers,
throughout that
Jamie
Wayans-
Foxx show.
The Jamie Foxx show.
Do you
All of
remember what was the show? John Leguizamo's show.
Oh my God.
I just remember like when I would sneak out like late at night and turn on the TV, that was always playing at late at night.
Man.
What is this TV show?
So I had this weird love of that show because that was always a show like, haha, I'm staying up way past my bedtime. It's John Leguizamo. I have no idea what's happening on this show. But
House
I love it.
House of Buggin'. House of Buggin'.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Latino oriented show. It was considered the Latin version of Living Color. Wow.
I loved that show.
Wild. John Leguizamo. Shout out
Yeah.
John Leguizamo. I hope he's doing all right wherever he is. Perfect. So kind of rolling on back to important questions here. Who wins in a fight, Luke Skywalker or Ender Wiggins?
Luke Skywalker. I
Luke
mean, Ender's
Skywalker.
very well trained, but
Mhm.
without an army. And Ender was trained to be a general,
Yes.
not to be a fighter.
Yes.
Is this like the Ender's Game?
Yeah.
character?
Ender
Yeah.
Wiggins.
Okay.
Yeah, Ender's Game.
If you
Okay.
give Ender a army of people who are willing to die for
Mhm.
the cause with no
Mm-hmm.
ability to stop them, then yeah, he would win.
Would you say Luke Skywalker also had that with all the children that he was training to become
Well, they had a choice.
religious cult?
Yeah.
To an extent, they had a choice.
To an extent, yeah.
But can't Luke like snatch spaceships out the sky?
He does have
There's
a
a
force
there's a
rating of
point.
3.
There's a point. You know the force rating? You know the force rating down to a T? I love that.
I'm playing a Star Wars Ttrpg game at home,
Yeah.
and I play a force user, so I know.
You know,
And one
I
of
love
my
the force
forces is move, so I know what force rating and points you would need to be able to
Yeah.
make that move.
Who do you think is the best Jedi in Star Wars?
There are no good Jedi.
Oh, but like who's the
That makes
who's,
sense.
like okay, who's the best force user? Who do you think is the most powerful? Who do you think is like the dopest? Like somebody comes into you and they're like Mount Rushmore of Star Wars force users. Who you got?
I love the Night Sisters, so Ventress is on that list.
Asajj
I
Ventress.
think
Yeah, Ventress is sick.
Ventress, if Ventress was able to go full on
Mhm.
and not have been brainwashed or try to be controlled or like
Mhm.
actually got good training, Ventress could have ruled
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
Then you got like the second sister, the
The second
Inquisitor.
sister, the Inquisitor.
real
yeah,
good.
Inquisition, Yeah.
hmm
Love the Inquisitors.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's pretty dope.
of course. So yeah, I like those people. That's my list. Are going to be people like that.
It's what you're talking.
If you choose Force or Sith, you limit yourself. So anyone
yeah.
who would be able to go both sides,
Yeah.
like Night Sisters, or who went with the flow of the Force, I thought were stronger.
Nice. Would you say you're a big fan of Star Wars?
Medium fan.
Medium fan. I'm considered like I absolutely hate Star Wars, but I know a lot.
You know
about
more
it.
than I do.
I know a lot
And
about
you hate
it.
it.
But, and it's just because
I'm the same as Wes.
I like the supplementary material a lot. I like the TV shows, the cartoons, the video games,
Mhm.
The
like
movies
the
are
comic
ass.
books. I can't fucking stand the movies for the life of me. I get yelled at because I say
enjoy
Rogue One
parts
is the
of the
best
movies.
one. Like, oh, you enjoy
Rogue
parts of
One-
the movies?
Rogue One had some of my favorite characters that I wish we'd explored more.
Yeah.
Don't
worry, you're
both
gonna get a
Asian- yeah.
Disney Plus TV show about each and every single one of them.
and I will watch those because the TV shows are fucking awesome.
Yeah, the TV shows are
Yes.
The
awesome.
TV shows are so good.
They are a good time.
That's
They're better than the movies, and I
that's-
will keep watching those shows.
we're gonna all for one say that I don't care what you think about Boba Fett. You gave me a Robert Rodriguez movie and a TV show set in space, where my man's rode a Rancor. I don't care about spoilers here. Like
I call Boba like Mando 2.5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They should have just called
yeah.
it Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina or something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, completely. I had
He rode
so
a
much fun.
Rancor.
He
and
even
then
said, "Do it."
Mm-hmm.
we got Cad Bane. We
Yeah,
got
exactly.
fucking Cad Bane. Like the second I saw his, I'm like, they're not. They won't. I literally jumped off my couch.
God,
I yelled. I was so excited.
The syndicate says that you need to stop what you're doing right
Shut
now. Amazing.
Shut up, man.
Cad Bane's great. Excellent. Derek, reel us out of this Star Wars conversation real quick.
All right, tell us about Gehenna Gaming.
Gehenna Gaming, we do game. I should have the script for this. I should be much better at this, but I'm very bad at selling what I do. Gehenna Gaming, we make inclusive gamings with like dark twists. So a lot of things like Cult, Vampire the Masquerade, kind of spookier games. And we like to do things with and make sure everyone's safe and consensual and sane and everything is wonderful and happy. We do a lot of event work.
Okay.
And production work as well. So like we're doing PAX East where we run games for them, as well as having like some booths. We sell a lot of books and stuff, and it's a lot of fun.
Perfect. Now this question is related to that, and you know we're big fans of Gehenna Gaming here. We work alongside them with a lot of our stuff. We have one of our Patreon members here has a question. As program manager of Gehenna Gaming, what do you look for in people to cast for shows? Like, what are the main parameters that you look for when you are casting for shows?
I look for people who seem like they would be excited for the material.
Okay.
If it's a particular type of game, someone who's excited and both. Not just excited, but they seem like they would care. Like, if we're going to cast a game that is a game set in like a horror movie, Cabin in the Woods type scenario, we like people who want to play things like that and be excited for like Cabin in the Woods type movies. People who are just like, I'll play whatever, I don't care. Yeah. It's not as much fun. I've been in those games where I'm like, I'll play whatever you want, and it's as a player you can't get as much excited, and it's not as much fun.
Yeah, completely agreed. Do you think so? It's not lost upon anybody, specifically of who you are, and like the qualities that you bring, not just in your work, but also your race and the fact that you're a woman. Do you think that helps provide a little bit more legitimacy to who you cast and stuff? Do you think that provides a little bit more of like a standard to look forward to and to set that other companies can look at when they're doing casting for shows?
I think I don't know if it brings me any more legitimacy than anybody else. Yeah. I just think I don't know. When I think of a person or a table, I don't picture a table of white men. Yeah. And when I see a flyer and it's a table of white men, I remember that flyer, I remember that group, and I don't want to play with them. Yeah. And I like to build tables where I would see myself being comfortable. Perfect. Because that's where I think the most people would be comfortable, and that's my biggest thing. Perfect.
Now, before we started, I was given a scrap of paper from our producer Wally, and it was scribbled in. It looked like a ransom note, but it was not. It was a list of demands / questions from the Vinvox, and one of the most pressing questions is, what is the April Raygun starter pack?
I don't even know what that means. What do you mean by starter pack?
Like, what
I'm
is
not
a starter
up to
pack?
date with
Like,
this
what is
cool
what is
things.
like what is like if you were packaged as a starter pack? Like
Oh,
what is
like
the,
my
what is the
accessory-
defining characteristics that makes the April Raygun, programming manager of Gehenna Gaming and co-founder of Slady's ATL, also cast member of the hit show Hades High School and the sleeper hit Camp Half-Blood that you can watch both on YouTube now?
I would probably be packaged with at least 3 cats.
3 cats, okay.
There would be cats and dice. Cats and dice, I think, are pretty much my and soda, Diet Coke. That's pretty much all I have. There's dice in my purse. There's dice in my desk at work.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
I
don't even know. Like, I don't even go in the office often. I go to the office like once a week, and there's a set of dice in my desk at work just in case. But I've literally never needed them.
I remember PAX Unplugged because we shared a room. We shared an Airbnb. Me, you.
How scandalous! Don't tell everyone.
I know. Well, there's plenty of friendship pillows around. It was fine. But there. But I do remember one of the defining qualities of that Airbnb was that there was fucking dice everywhere.
I think I did spill my dice bag at one point, and then I bought more dice.
I was concerned that the fact that like my clothes were kind of overflowed because I had a cosplay that I was doing. I had a bunch of different clothes. I had outfits for different events and things. And I was like, oh, my clothes are spilling all over the place. I'm so worried that it's gonna get too messy. And then here's April that's just got like there's a fucking D12 over here. Here, bitch, here's some dice. Like, I love it. Yeah, I would say. I took over the tables.
Yes. I took over both tables in the living room, and then Rachel and I took over the closet in the master bedroom.
I remember I had to hang up some stuff, and I put like 3 items in the closet, and there's just like all y'all's shit all over the place. And I was like, and then y'all had more stuff in there. I was like, I thought I brought too much, but like, nah, dog. It was impressive. I would say it was more impressive. Okay, so Diet Coke, cats, and dice makes up the April Raygun starter pack. The April Raygun
and snacks. I always have snacks. There's literally like there's trail mix, there's cookies, there's gummy bears over there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to. I think we chocolate covered pretzels. Is that something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all gave me shit for the amount of snacks I brought with me to PAX.
Yes.
Because I think I remember pulling out the bag of chocolate from my backpack that was like the giant gallon-sized bag of just candy.
We'd be best friends. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They were like, "Why did you bring?" I'm like, "Snacks."
Snacks. That's true. You did also have snacks for like the whole time, so you can't fault you for that.
And I caught it while it fell.
You caught it, yeah. I felt like I was watching a TikTok transition. That was dope. Sorry for everybody at home that gets motion sickness real quick.
I did expect you to have a different outfit on when it came back.
Yeah, that
would have been dope.
That would have been real cool.
Wearing some Silk Sonic style 1970s high collar drip and stuff like that. I was like, oh my god. Smoking a cigarette. Like, you got an Ike Turner hair going on.
He upped the game. I need a costume change. Hold on.
Costume change.
I'm now a pirate.
There you go. You're a pirate now. Fuck. Amazing. Well, Derek, since you recovered so graciously from that, why don't you go ahead and fucking
hit it with the next one?
Hit it with the next one. Yeah.
All right.
That's the words.
So, the Chthonic kids. What makes them so special? And tell us about them.
Oh, the Chthonic kids. So I'm gonna tell you a little story about the Chthonic kids.
Oh god.
No, it's not a bad story.
Okay.
It's about. So I had some bad experiences with some people, and I'm very picky about some of the games I play and the people I play with. So when I get told, "Hey, want to play in this Monster Hearts game that's all about like flirting and sex and weird situations with a bunch of strangers," I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad." But I met Bully. Bully talked me through it, and it was awesome. I'm like, "Bully, this is really cool. I'm down for this." He gave me the list. I'm like, "Miss Penny Dreadful, I just saw the Rachel do a talk about hags and like this cool witch thing. I need to meet these people." And then Session 0 happened. And I don't know what happened. I think we all kind of had a blackout.
Yeah.
But it's just magic. It just clicked, and we all became best friends in a matter of moments. This group of strangers, and like you could tell from our text messages just blew up. We all had like separate messages, this giant group chat that just never stopped.
Yeah.
I've never been in no group that I'm in has a message that has not stopped, and our group has never stopped.
Yeah.
To the point that like midway through Hades, we're like, we can't end this.
Yeah.
Wes, you're ready to game.
Yeah.
April, you're ready to game. And now we're all running games for each other. And it's just, I honestly don't know. I wish I could tell you what made us so special so I could bottle it and package it and sell it, or make more groups that work as well. But like, even 4 random people, 3 of which have never met in person, let's get a room together at PAX. And it worked. Like, it worked really well.
It's wild. It's wild.
It just worked.
I think that's one of the things, and that's a question that I'm definitely going to be asking every single one, because I kind of want to get everybody's like 2 cents on it, and I kind of want to, pick their brains about it. But like, I can agree. Going into that game, I was just excited to be playing Hades, and I was also excited to be playing a game with Bully Tablegoth of Tablegoth.
That is now just Bully Tablegoth.
Bully, that's Nate Euphoria, Bully Tablegoth. And I just called
Bully put together a great team. Like, I don't like to compliment Bully at all.
Either.
Like, I never want to compliment Bully.
Yeah.
So do not let Bully hear this. But
Bully
did a great job.
Bully is a villain.
Bully did a great job putting us together.
And it hasn't stopped until the motherfucking wheels fall off. We got Strixhaven After the Fall, which has just started. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Strixhaven After the Fall, April?
So Strixhaven After the Fall is our D&D 5e game where we're all finally of age.
Okay.
I decided this high school shit was out. We're going to college.
Yeah.
We played high school twice. But I wanted to do something a little different. So Strixhaven didn't win the battle. A lot of the buildings are destroyed. Half the student population has been, like, more than half's been decimated, and there's these students coming back trying to figure out what's going on. They have their own weird shit happening, and it's just a magical world with a little bit of community, with a little bit of magicians, and seeing where our students take us.
I remember
if they can figure out what's going on. Something weird's happening. I don't know what's going on, but you should probably investigate that.
I remember that Session 0 meeting that we had, which was like, because like when you came into it, you're like, it's gonna be like the Magicians, like we're gonna do Strixhaven, Magic School, AU, but it's gonna be like the Magicians. And I was like, okay, floating sex, check. Weird moth demons, got it, cool, all that good stuff. And I think somebody mentioned, I think it might have even been you, or like what if this was like the community study group? And I think somebody was like, no. Bully
wanted nothing to do with it being community.
Nothing to do with it being community, and you were like, no, that's it. That's the game right there. That's the game right there. You should definitely go check it out if you haven't watched it at home.
I think now the first 2 episodes are out.
Yes.
Episode 3 we're taking a break because of the holidays this weekend, and we'll be back after PAX. So episode 3 will be coming out on the 1st.
Amazing. And it's great. And we just recorded another episode.
We just recorded my favorite episode.
It was a dope episode, and I can't talk about anything that happened, but it was some dope shit, and I was freaking out, and like when shit was going off.
Only you knew some of the things that have been happening behind the scenes and the things we plotted for some of the characters.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that's like related to my character that like there's things that I know that other people don't know about, and there's things that other people know that I don't know about, and that's what you're doing.
Wes,
a great job.
Are you sure about that?
I don't fucking know. That's the thing. You're doing a great job with it. Speaking of doing a great job with it, we have another question from Patreon. From Patreon. You can go ahead and support us if you want to support this stream and you want to see it continue
support
going.
The stream.
Or we quit and we close the doors and I just play video games on stream for the rest of my life until I die or become famous and then get canceled. But we have another question from the Patreon. If Dusa had $50 to spend in a mall, what is she buying?
presents for her friends. I mean, she would have to get presents for her friends first because she wouldn't want to get anything for herself, because then that would be weird, because if she came back with a bunch of stuff for herself and nothing for her friends, then her friends would be really sad. Then we don't want her friends to be sad because she really cares about them. And why are you looking?
She does it really well, doesn't she?
This is good.
Yeah, it's good as fuck. It's good as fuck. As soon as like when we were talking about like who we're playing in this Hades High School Monster Hearts game, and April was like, I'm playing Dusa. And I was like, I don't know if anybody can really do Dusa. And then the first time it happened, I was like, this is fucking electric. It was amazing. It was amazing.
I auditioned for 2 characters, Dusa or Skelly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you were gonna do Skelly.
And I think Bully told me I was one of the only people to say Skelly.
Yeah.
I was like, aw.
I did. Thanatos was my number 1 because I wanted to play the edgy, depressed boy. And I think
that's your brand.
This is my brand.
Yeah.
This is my brand, edgy, depressed boy. I think it was like Thanatos, and then Asterius, I believe, was the other one. I did Thanatos, Theseus, and Asterius because I wanted to play a bull man, but as like a high schooler.
You were the perfect Dan. Rachel's perfect Meg. Vin, perfect Hypnos. Prince, perfect. Like, everyone was perfect in that show.
If you want to, you can go to youtube.com/tablegoth, and you can find there is Hades High School. And it's like 8 episodes. Very digestible, and there's an after show that goes along with it too, which is great. It's fantastic.
And start. There is word of a 2nd season. If
there is word, it has been set
one
up.
day.
It has been set up. Excellent. What do you want to see more of in the TTRPG industry as a whole? What do you think is lacking, and what do you think that there can be?
More diversity still.
Yeah.
Like, I know I say it a lot, and we started channels for it, and we've all said more diversity, but I'm still seeing lineups of all white people and all white guys, and it's...
Yeah.
I would still like to see more
Totally.
change.
Yeah.
A year ago, they were banging on our door, asking us to show up, and then they stopped.
Well, you have to wait till the government-mandated month for you to get your turn. For me,
my government mandated month is in like 2 weeks.
It is in 2 weeks. Yes, yes, it is. So that'll be the time, April Raygun, where we'll knock on your door and be like, hey, there you go. February, it was for our Black creators and TTRPG streamers. And then June, I'm gonna be so busy during June. I'm sure there are gonna be a lot of people, but that's the thing, is there's tons of fucking white queer people. So who knows? You just gotta wait,
Gotta wait for my month, you're right.
Gotta wait for your month. There you go. Then you'll get hired and stuff. No shade coming out here. All the shade. It's like Mary Poppins over here. Completely agree with you. Diversity. I think, fair pay, things of that nature. It's so hard with this industry. It's tough out here, y'all. It's tough out here to be doing this shit. You should hire April Raygun for things.
You should hire all of us. Pay us.
Yeah, hire Derrick for things. There's so many people that you could fucking hire. Just go to my Twitter, who I follow on Twitter, and cut about more than half of them, and then
I got so sad. That got really depressing.
Derrick, why would you ask such a depressing question? Why don't you go ahead and ask that next question that is above the last question that we always ask?
Okay, cool. All right, so speaking of what we just talked about and how we felt about that, is goth a phase or does it never leave you?
It never leaves. You just change styles a little bit. You just goth on the inside.
What do you think makes it goth? What are the deciding factors, the qualifiers for that?
Anyone's goth if you believe hard enough in your truly little dark soul.
Damn.
Flick your hair a little bit. Even if you're bald, flick your hair a little bit.
Exactly. Even if you're bald, flick your hair a little bit.
We don't really flick as much. It's more of like just the head down, just like.
I just got another note from my cat Wally. Here, it's another question from Vinvox VA, and it says below it, ask this question or else. What's
you have to do it.
What's your favorite anime, OP?
Oh, my favorite anime. So, one of my favorite animes is Elfen Lied. I get a lot of weird shit for that one. I
that
really like
opening
it.
scene is enough to turn
It's-
people away.
It's very brutal.
It got me so excited.
I think it was done so well, and I think the opening scene like held out really well, like animation style wise. I just really liked that show a lot.
Yeah.
That one, Excel Saga. That was like my favorite comedy for a while.
Okay.
I every dog I had for a while, I kept trying to name Menchie, and then it was like, I can't name you Menchie. It's just ridiculous and fun, and that's what I liked a lot about it.
That's the one with the running gag where dude keep getting hit in the balls, right?
There's so many running gags in there. The dog, the emergency food source. One of the girls her nose kept bleeding. They just failed every mission, but also succeeded every mission, and it was just ridiculous. One of the girls was dead, but kept bringing back alive.
Amazing.
That one, like Fooly Coolies, also was a lot of fun back in the day.
Yeah, Fooly Cooly.
I didn't really like as much of the newer Fooly Cooly, but like the original Fooly Cooly, I was real into.
OG is where
I was that girl who wrote on her cigarettes after that show.
I had a buddy that did that. I had a buddy that
it was
wrote
that.
on
I was
cigarettes.
so cool.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Cool.
How edgy. How edgy. Speaking of edge, here's another question from our Patreon community here. One of our community members here. What is your go-to meal to cook for a dinner party?
Ooh, so I'm a bad cook, but I bake.
Okay.
I love baking, so usually I bake a lot of cheesecakes.
Okay.
I get that request from my friends on birthdays a lot. But one of the things I used to make, which I'm pretty sure has taken some years off some lives, is this like brownie bottom chocolate chip cookie cherry cheesecake layer bar thing I used to make.
All right.
I haven't had a reason to make it for a while, but that was my go-to.
Sounds excessive, but lovely.
I make desserts.
I was about to say, yeah.
Atlanta's only like 2 hours and 30 minutes away, right?
Yeah. Come by anytime.
Last month I had to drive to the airport like 4 times in 1 week, so you know.
We got IKEA.
IKEA. Actually, I will tell you right now.
Wes has driven to IKEA.
April is one of the best like people to go to IKEA with, because I'm like literally sitting there and being like, do I want this? Do I want this? And April's like, no, shut up. That looks bad. Here, this is the one that you're looking for your needs. Help me. The glass.
I would like to say that I'm nicer than that, but I'm not nicer than that.
No.
I think I did say, shut up, Wes. This is what you want. At one point.
And then when I give a look like I'm like, that's kind of mean, and you say you like it, and then that's like, and then Rachel comes out of nowhere and goes, that's not an excuse.
Hold on. Do you like that shelf though?
Oh, I love this. This good thing. I can't wait to start doing Gunpla.
So again, I was right.
You do this. You do this all the time. You do this all the time.
Because I have yet to be wrong.
Somebody has to stop her. Somebody has to stop her. I don't know who.
Do it then.
We have to find the opposite of April, so that they can fight on top of a cathedral with swords, and there's a lightning storm happening in the background. It's the brutal honesty from April is something that I very much appreciate as a friend. Yes.
I said that to Rachel.
Let's go ahead and give for our audio listeners here the chat. Miss Paige Redful says, I once sent April a selfie to get her opinion, and she said it's fine, but I've seen better pictures of you.
Yo.
I vaguely remember, like, it was a good picture, but like, I know Rachel has taken better pictures.
Yeah. Brutal.
That's pretty good.
Absolutely brutal. Love it. Devastating. Emotional damage.
I meant it with all the love.
Yeah.
Like, Rachel, you were still beautiful in that picture. I think you're beautiful in all pictures.
Direct and correct indeed. I always think of April when I see a duck. Wow.
There've been ducks. There's so many ducks. There's always ducks.
Always ducks. Always ducks. Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna hit you with another 1-2 punch here. I'll ask you a question, and then Derek is going to leapfrog off of it, almost like the fastball special with Colossus and Wolverine here. So I have a question. What is that, Wally? Okay, you got another one? All right, this one had a knife. It came with a knife. Okay. Another one from Vinvox VA. What inspires you?
Well, Recently, it has been my friends and the Chthonic kids because I've been writing Strixhaven and I've been writing things that I thought I'm hoping that my friends like. So, you, Vin, Rachel, Bully, Prince, right now, you're my inspirations.
So could you say that I'm technically a muse?
I'd say if you're a muse, more of like one of those nagging thoughts in the back of your head that won't die that you just want to go away, so you start self-medicating.
So a muse. So a muse. Kind of like how I was Josh Safdie's muse for Uncut Gems. I just wanted to do that purely just for that very dated reference. It's not even very dated. It's just dated. I'm like a fucking comedian that just got a Netflix special, and it was recorded like last year, but they dropped it on Netflix a year later, so all the jokes just are dated. Oh, God. All right. Go ahead and save us from this, Derek.
This joke's getting better the longer you tell it.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So, as the existential Wolverine of this basketball special, what things do you want to come from your time on Earth?
Ooh. I would like to build something and make something for the people I love that they enjoy.
Okay.
I know I'm never going to solve world peace or end world hunger, but if I could bring any happiness and something that makes people that I care about happy, that's enough.
I like that.
And save more cats.
Save more cats.
And all the kitties.
Indeed. I can't wait to build Legos with you, April. You said build something, right? So
yeah, but not Legos.
Not Lego?
I'm not good at Legos.
You're more of a Mega Bloks kind of gal. All right. Definitely could see that. I'm gonna take my Millennium Falcon and go home. No.
Funny fact, my father just built one of those and sent me pictures, and then ordered a light kit, and then sent me the pictures of him installing the light kit in his Millennium Falcon Legos. That is my father's new thing, is like building complicated Lego sets and putting lights in them.
That's actually quite dope. It's
actually kind of cool, yeah.
So, April, before we go, we always like to do a rapid fire question round with our guests. Things that we're going to ask you multiple questions, things that, things that you like, things that you don't like, get your opinions on these things. I want you to answer as truthfully and honestly. We know that you have no other way of answering. And if you could just, the first thing that comes off the top of your dome. Don't think too long about it. I'm gonna be rude and rush you if you try to take too long.
You're gonna be rude to me?
I know. For once in my life, and then I almost started singing Stevie Wonder there. But yes, okay. So of course, our rapid fire round. So these are questions that have been personally curated by yours truly, that I think that we can learn a lot more about you before we go, and before you go ahead and tell us what you have going on and where people can find you and other kind of hype stuff.
Really afraid of this.
That you wanted to do. So I just want to go ahead and we're gonna have Derek start us off like he always does with our rapid fire round. Go ahead and hit it, Derek.
All right. So, what social stigma does society need to get over?
Racism.
Favorite sport to
Sexism.
watch live? Okay, yeah, 2 for 1. Favorite sport to watch live?
Soccer. Hockey.
Got it.
Worst first date?
Oh, I went out with this news producer once, and I didn't realize he was a feeder until midway through the date, when he kept saying I need to be fatter, and then at the end of the date, grabbed my sides, like, we could work on this, and shook me.
Best cocktail to drink alone.
I do a lot of rum and cokes alone.
Good old Cuba Libre. All right, fantastic. I wonder if he could shake that too. What's the most expensive thing you've ever broken? Is it the news producer's face?
No. Most expensive thing I ever broken was an air conditioning system for a news station.
Least favorite.
Hit it with a hammer. Didn't hit it in the right spot.
Least favorite Gravity Falls character.
The mouth. Just the mouth.
Just the mouth? Just the mouth. Gotcha.
I didn't like the weird tongue thing and the arms. Yeah. I didn't like that guy. He was freaking me out.
Favorite movie to watch right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
What movie I've been obsessed with right now? Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is a fantastic film. You should go see it at home,
Go see it.
especially if you're a fan of wuxia films, but also sci-fi.
If you like movies, go see it.
Yeah, Wong Kar-wai films, like that kind of stuff. Go ahead and check it out. Well, thank you so much, April Raygun, for gracing us with your presence, going ahead and helping us get to know you a little bit better without being too personal, I hope. It's always great to I would say with Rachel and with you both, I know how much y'all appreciate your privacy, especially with being women on the internet. So I'm so glad that I was able to like get to know you a little bit better, and things of that nature. Just before you go, I want you to go ahead and tell everybody what you have going on, what you have coming up in the near future, things where they can find you, things that you want people to watch, things that you want people to experience about you.
You can follow me everywhere as April Raygun. That's my thing almost everywhere on the internet. On Tuesdays, you can find me playing Yulia 5e, a Redwall D&D story on the Amphitheater. You can also find me at the exact same time over at Fort Nerd playing Dread Tales. Both are a lot of fun. Both are great and have VODs out. So watch both of them. I'm having a great time. Sundays is where we are airing Strixhaven After the Fall, where you can see all the Chthonic kids play some college level Magic. I have some other things coming out. Keep an eye out by Northwest. We're making some announcements soon. Something we're working on that I'm really excited for, with a character that is not at all too weird for the setting. And some other really fun things coming out. So yeah, keep following me, follow Gehenna Gaming, follow Carrion Comfort, follow these individuals, everyone.
I cannot wait for us to have our session 0 for Fables Once in Future coming
I
up.
forgot that was announced. Yeah, we got Fables coming out.
Yeah.
I finally settled on a character. I have another game that's so secret that no one knows about yet, but 3 people, and that can't wait to talk about that one.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, April, for joining us this for Late Night Comfort. And you know, I mean this when I say you are one of my favorite people on this planet. There's nobody else I'd rather go to an IKEA from or get berated for life decisions that I have made.
Because you like it.
That's like, there we go. See, that's the thing. You witnessed it. You saw it happen right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Well, before we go and we go ahead and we're going to raid into Rolling D's20s, who is playing Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night. It's a Vampire the Masquerade V5 John, directly from the mind of Prince here. Derek, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody where you can be found?
On Twitter, Phasing Octopus. Everywhere else, The Phasing Octopus. If in the Birmingham metro area, I have a show on the 22nd at the new Ghost Train location. Get ready for weird music and theoretical physics.
If you are in the Birmingham metro area on April 22nd and you go to that show, you will also meet me, because I will be there supporting the homie, because it's going to be dope. Ghost Train, their new location is gorgeous. They have great beer. It's going to have great music. Cannot wait. Go ahead and check that out. We went ahead and dropped all the links here. I like to hype up Derek as well. Derek not only is on this stream, and he's been on other shows on Carrion Comfort Studios, but Derek also has his own stream, The Phasing Octopus, on Twitch, where you can see him play Elden Ring, do music production, things of that nature. Not only does he do live music and music production, but he also has a Bandcamp and a Spotify. Spotify, where you can go listen to, and every play, you know, he gets pennies for every 1,000 listens to of his music.
Even if that.
But if you want to directly support his music, especially if you like electronic music, stuff like Aphex Twins, or, you know, even some Kraftwerk, Square Pusher, stuff like that, then go ahead and check out his Bandcamp. There's the link right there, where you can directly support him with a little bit more money for his music. You can hear some of his music on streams across our fucking Twitch, because he does dope shit, and it's great. So yeah, go ahead and support Phasing Octopus. Go ahead and follow him, Derek. And also, you know what? Hire him in your Ttrpg stuff. He does a great job, so go ahead and contact him. You know, maybe even like compose some music for your sci-fi game that you have coming up or something like that, you know? Hype up the homie. If you want to follow all the things that I have going on, you can follow me at ThirstTrapMoth on Twitter. And that's where you're going to get all the updates from my life, the work stuff that I'm doing, wrestling hot takes, 3 a.m. mad tweets that have something to do with how I'm in love with Angela from Boy Meets World. It's different stuff like that. Fit checks, all that good stuff. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. And you will not be seeing me tomorrow for CCN. Tomorrow you have Zoe and Leslie from a live studio of Carrion Comfort News, and they've got a lot of news today. A lot of news happened today and last night, so they're going to be talking about a lot of dope stuff. They have a dope game. I think we have another installment of Smash or Pass coming up. I think it's fictional vampires this time, so there's probably going to be some hot takes.
When am I going to get to play Smash and Pass with Zoe and Leslie?
I mean, we can talk about it. We'll have your people to contact our people, or vice versa.
I'll have my assistant contact her assistant.
Yeah, if you want to see Smash or Pass become an actual series, go ahead and let us know. And support us on Patreon. Support us on Patreon. That's where you can directly support us the best. Or you can subscribe here. You can follow here. But go ahead and support us on Patreon. You can also tip the mods and myself. We go ahead. That is for Yaziba's Cast. You can also tip the Yaziba's Cast, where you'll see Yaziba's Bed and Breakfast every Thursdays here. Wednesdays, we have Good Game Well Played. Tuesdays, we have Comfort Sickle with Leslie. Mondays, I'm over at Crit Failsafe Studios, where we play The Between, where I play Ross Fontenot, the American. That's set in a Victorian London game that's based off of Penny Dreadful and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So go ahead and check that out if that is your type of shit. Friday, the beginning arc of Kingdom Hearts, the beginning of the end, the 5-part finale of Kingdom Hearts Interstitial War starts next Friday. There's a teaser that we have posted on our fucking Twitter. I'm going to pin that tweet so you can see it. Nick did a great job with that. Nick has done a great job with this show. So go ahead and watch that on YouTube as well. You can watch all of our content on YouTube, past, previous, or present, right there. Subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Like, comment, do all that stuff. Share it with your friends. If you have friends that would probably like some of the stuff that we have over there, I guarantee we have something for everybody. We have Vampire the Masquerade. We have mechs with Lancers. We've got Cyberpunk. We've got Percy Jackson and the Olympians. We've got Monster Hearts. We've got Monster of the Week. You've got video games. We've got interviews. We've got panels and discussions, all that good stuff. So go ahead and check it out. I have been talking for a long time. I'm starting to lose the saliva out of my mouth. I can feel it. If you want to go ahead and type and hang out with us and watch wrestling and play video games with us, there's our fucking Discord server. Hop in, you fucking idiots, if you like Discord. If you don't have to. It's fine. It is up to you. It is your life. Just like Bon Jovi said, it's your life. And there's some other lyrics that go with that. And I'm spinning. I'm spiraling right now. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna say Auf Wiedersehen. We're gonna say ciao. And we're gonna go ahead and raid into Philly by Night, rolling D's 20s. So we're going to go ahead and get prepared for that. You've got 8 seconds to hop into the raid. Go ahead and say hello to them. Go ahead and give them a follow. Go ahead and give them a subscription. Things of that nature. And you can catch us all probably not next week because our guest has not confirmed. So I might just go ahead and just say it's a wash because I know that Saturday there's a show going on or something next week. So we might just go see some live music next week. I might just take Derek out on a date. Who knows? Who knows?
Do it.
If you play your cards
Take
right,
pictures.
Derek. Definitely.
I want pictures.
Okay.
We'll do fit checks and everything like that. Dope.
Yes.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, April. Thank you so much, Derek, as always. My illustrious host, Existential Wolverine. That is what I'm going to start calling you. That is your Wu-Tang Clan name now. So go ahead and enjoy it. And go ahead and go support Rolling D's 20s. Thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely evening. Bye-bye.